I briefly remembered. Humans have two nervous systems, managed and autonomous. The controlled nervous system is responsible for our walking, running, looking, grasping and many other actions. The autonomic nervous system is responsible for the desire to go to the toilet, the digestion of the food we eat in the intestines, the strength of our immunity and many internal processes. Over time, our autonomic nervous system weakens and many diseases and cancers develop in the body. One of the drugs that strengthens our autonomic nervous system is the drug for animals, ASD2 fraction. We will talk about this medicine in the next few minutes. The video will talk about cancer. Look carefully at the nuances indicated in the list. Hello, today I want to talk about a disease that is rapidly spreading throughout the world, as well as in our country, cancer. First of all, let me start with why it is called a cancer disease. Friends, we really hope that you will subscribe and like the channel. Just as we all know that the sea crab spends its entire life quietly, but is constantly active, so the crab is actually like that. From the day it appears in the body, this disease quickly increases, grows, metastasizes and spreads. But all this happens very quietly, and usually patients may not feel any complaints, any symptoms until the last, fourth stage. It is very difficult to find a person in society who is not directly or indirectly in contact with cancer. It is an undeniable fact that cancer symptoms are a very serious and widespread problem throughout the world. 1/3 of cancer patients can be prevented, and the rest can be cured if the disease is detected at an early stage and treated effectively. Although some cancer risk factors, such as genetics, are beyond our control, we should be aware that many of our behaviors and lifestyle choices can significantly reduce our risk of developing cancer. Thanks to advances in medicine, cancer can be treated with chemotherapy, radiation therapy and surgery. In addition, the human papillomavirus, HPV, vaccine can prevent cancer for many people. 1. How cancer occurs. All cells in our body, with the exception of nerve and muscle cells, constantly divide, grow, multiply, then age and undergo programmed death. This entire process is constantly controlled by the body's control mechanisms. However, this control is disrupted in cancer. As a result, these cells themselves grow aggressively, multiply and lay the foundations of cancer. Once cancer forms in an organ, it spreads through the blood to distant tissues and organs and begins to grow wherever it is located. Metastases form lesions, and patients often die as a result of metastasis. Metastases occur earlier in fast-growing cancers and later in milder forms of cancer. Cancer cells can hide from the immune system, which protects the body from infections and other diseases. Although the immune system usually removes damaged or abnormal cells from the body, some cancer cells can hide from it. 2. Depending on the risk group, oncological studies are carried out at a certain age. Annual mammography screening is recommended for women aged 40 years and older due to the increased risk of breast cancer. For the prevention of gynecological cancer, Pap smear is offered to women aged 20 years and older who have become sexually active. Because of the increased risk of prostate cancer in men aged 50 years and older, a prostate-specific antigen, PSA, blood test is recommended. It is recommended to have a sigmoidoscopy every 5 years or a colonoscopy every 10 years due to the increased risk of colon cancer in women and men aged 50 years and older. The main purpose of cancer tests is to detect the disease at an early stage. 3. Causes of cancer. The exact causes of cancer are still unknown. Risk factors for developing cancer vary depending on lifestyle, age, gender and family history. Another risk group is environmental factors. We can list these factors as follows: smoking and excessive alcohol consumption, exposure to the sun for long periods of time and at dangerous times, excessive exposure to X-rays. Some chemicals are tar, gasoline, paints, asbestos, and so on. Some HPV viruses, hepatitis, Helicobacter pylori, gastric cancer, air pollution, exposure to radiation, bad eating habits, fatty foods, burnt fats, foods not rich in iodine. Stress, passive lifestyle. Each of the factors mentioned can cause different types of cancer. For this reason, we should stay away from the mentioned factors. 4. Signs of cancer. Fatigue that doesn't go away. Excessively high temperature. The pain is local or general. Skin changes, spots and warts. Cough with bloody sputum. Frequent bleeding from the nose, throat and other organs. Difficulty swallowing and hoarseness of voice. Changes in the external genitalia. Feeling of bloating and tension in the abdomen. Pain and changes in the cancerous organ. Unexplained weight loss. If you see one or more of these symptoms, it does not mean you have cancer, because you can find out by contacting a specialist doctor for a detailed examination and diagnosis. 5. Diagnosis of cancer. Cancer must be diagnosed by a medical specialist. If one or more symptoms are already observed, it is recommended to consult a doctor. In addition, tumor markers are used during preventive cancer screening and to monitor the progress of treatment. Tumor markers are protein substances synthesized by tumor cells. When are tumor markers used? It is often used for screening after cancer diagnosis. Because the higher the test, the worse the prognosis. It is also used to prevent relapse of the disease in people who have been completely cured of cancer. 6. Duration of treatment. When treating cancer, never stick to one product or method. Change the products and methods you use every 2 months. That's why we do this. Therefore, when cancer forms again, the body sends white blood lymphocytes to these areas to destroy this derivative. And shapes. Therefore, by changing the products and methods you use for treatment, we can influence each tumor tissue that has changed its properties. I reminded you that during treatment you must protect your nerves from tension. You must believe 100% that you will overcome this disease. Every day you should be in an optimistic mood. After walking outdoors for 2 hours, at home, soak a body towel in cold water and dry yourself. Do this every day in any weather. It lifts your mood and activates metabolism, increases the production of happiness hormones. I remembered that happiness hormones fight cancer and have a strong analgesic effect. 7. Animal preparation ASD2 fraction. Admission procedure. 5 milliliters of the drug is poured into 100 milliliters of boiled and cooled water and taken twice a day on an empty stomach 30 minutes before meals. People with stomach problems should do this 1 hour after eating. Duration of taking the drug. The course of the drug is taken for 5 days, then a break of 3 days is taken. The cycle is repeated until complete recovery. During this period, the consumption of alcohol, aspirin, cola, forfeit, coffee and many fermented drinks is stopped. However, such a course must be carried out under strict medical supervision. The drug of ASD2 fraction relieves pain, stops metastasis and tumor development. Fraction ASD2 treats these diseases: cervical cancer and many types of cancer, mastopathy, stomach and intestinal infections, tuberculosis, pancreatitis, dermatosis, trichomoniasis, violation of potency, infinity, inflammation of the kidneys, ovaries, cyst and fibroids of the uterus, prostatitis, cirrhosis of the liver, bronchopulmonary diseases and others. A bad feature of the drug: the medicine has an extremely pungent and unpleasant odor. You can get more detailed information about the drug on the internet. 8. Pomegranate peel protects against cancer. Pomegranate, which never ceases to be considered beneficial for human health, strengthens the immune system and helps get rid of many diseases, including cancer. Seashells are also very beneficial for the body. Pomegranate juice ensures healthy blood vessels, strengthens the heart and lowers blood pressure. It stops the cough instantly. Usually, after eating or squeezing the juice of pomegranate fruits, the peel is thrown away. In China, studies conducted in recent years have shown that pomegranate peel contains more vitamins than its juice. The miraculous elements of pomegranate peel dissolve breast cancer, as well as all types of tumors. Pomegranate peel can be brewed and drunk. According to research, pomegranate peel reduces cholesterol and beta cells. Increases. This treatment has been tested against breast, esophageal, skin, colon, prostate and pancreatic cancer and has been found to be very effective. But how do we use this wonderful blessing? Rub pomegranate peels, dried in the shade or at a temperature of 40 to 50 degrees. 2 grams of pomegranate peel are thrown into 100 grams of boiled water. After about 10 minutes of brewing, we drink water every day instead of tea. Drink this light drink for 10 days every month and you will protect yourself from many problems including heart defects, cancer and diabetes. Dried and crushed pomegranate peel can be ground in a coffee grinder and turned into powder, poured over a teaspoon of salad or cheese and eaten. Finally, we wish you long life and good health. We also recommend that you undergo a medical examination every 3 months. After all, it is our natural right. Bye for now.